Good evening. This is a late scope. I'm going to try to get better with actually having these scopes scheduled. But this is Zakia, your girl, Miss Queenling Confident, founder of Queenling Confident Brands and the founder of From Stuck to Start, where we are winning in the battle of obesity. And now y'all seeing my speed. I'm going to hold on. That's what you get for trying to scope and drive, right? But something just, I wanted to share this with y'all. Hey girl, how are you today? Put this light on so y'all could see me. Hopefully APD won't be behind me. But I'm just coming from a teacher training interest meeting at my church. I'm a part of the teaching ministry, and we have a very extensive and in-depth teaching program for those who are interested in learning to train. And we were asked, those of us who have been through the program and who are now training other teachers, to share our journey as to why we of teaching, or why we're teaching, our journey to teaching. And it became apparent to me, very apparent to me, that in some cases that I have been hiding. And I heard my mentor, she said that to me a few months ago with an event that we did together. And I guess in some cases I don't necessarily think of it as hiding. It's just more or less that I kind of don't necessarily need a whole lot of hoopla around stuff that I do. I do it in excellence, and that's just who I am, you know. But for so many years, you know, I kind of hid behind things. I hid behind excuses of my not unformally diagnosed dyslexia. You know, I knew something was going on. I was, turning around a lot of stuff, and I don't necessarily think through processes and stuff the same way other people do. I've always been a talker, always been very articulate, but I was still hiding. I hid behind the issue of my weight, using that as an excuse. And I know in some cases, it can be a confidence blocker for some people. But even at that, although I may have shown and exuded confidence in so many areas of life, I was I also knew how to put on the full face, or the front, when it actually came to being in the public and dealing with people and such. And again, that was a form of hiding. I've also hid behind the whole thing of really feeling like, sir, get in your lane. Thank you. Sorry, I had to get this Atlanta traffic in check. But I've also hid behind the whole thing of feeling like not being able to pursue purpose, because when you're a visionary and you have these big dreams and audacious goals and things of that sort, one of the things we quickly go to is like, well, where's the money? Where the money? Where am I going to get this from? And so that can sometimes become, hi Tam, and hi Larry, I saw you come on too. That also becomes another way of how we just in some cases sit down, shut down, and do nothing really eventually. And so how many of you all have ever experienced that, or realized, or have come to your ahas about things that you were hiding behind? And I just wanted to share with you now, if you are hiding behind anything, it's time for us to stop. It's time for us to really step boldly and to step confidently into what God has called. What I do know is that when we make that decision and make two, 3 steps, God will get us. If it's 6 steps to be made, He will get you to the 3rd. Look, you are making me nervous scoping and driving. Who is that? Sister girl. Oh, you know what? I'm about to pull over here at Kroger parking lot because I was making my own self nervous. Thank you, sister girl, for being concerned. I'm not going to do this again, scope and driving, especially not on the highway, driving 75 miles an hour. Right? Hey, happy work week. Good to see you. But I just wanted to share with other people, just share my story of the whole thing of hiding. It's time for us to come out. And if you are a woman and you are looking to be in a company of other women. The TDR Network, which is an organization I'm affiliated with. If you go to TierraDestinyReid.com, and that's Reid, REID, you'll find more information about the network. And one of our taglines there is that we encourage women to shine unapologetically. And I think so many times, and this is another scope for another day, that sometimes we as women are so afraid to shine. And I know this more particularly because I worked for a girl servant organization for years. Yes, TierraDestinyReid.com. And so many of the volunteers I work with doing phenomenal things, but when it actually came to, kind of sharing, or owning up to the good things that they're doing, it is sometimes so reserved and so pulled back. And I think that's because of the fact we sometimes deal with so many people who are just not comfortable with themselves, and God forbid that you grow, they get even more uncomfortable with you. So my phone is getting ready to die, so I just wanted to share that quick message with you about it's time for us to stop hiding. It's time for us to stop hiding behind the excuses and begin to allow God to download and to actually seek Him for clever and creative ways to do things. One of the key things that I've learned is that partnerships are key. And many times we feel like with our visions and things that we're supposed to do them in silo, that they're all ours, or we're sometimes feel like, somebody may steal our things. Well, I find out that is a compliment. That is a compliment. Copy me. Copy the Z. I want you to copy me, because that means that I'm doing something of significance. Because if you're not doing anything of significance, then who is really going to want to copy you? There are all types of funding that are out there, you all. And I'm also finding, too, that even with funding, you don't have to have a 501c3, which is the government standing for nonprofit organizations. But there are also people who are just individual donors as well, and who are people who are just philanthropists. They have it and they want to donate it. And you might have an LLC, but people want to do it and they will support you. But we have to stop hiding. So that's my message for you this evening. And I want you to reflect on it. If you're a journaler, journal on that. Reflect on it. Why am I hiding? And if I am hiding, what is keeping me? What is keeping me hiding? And begin to slowly take those steps to come out of that. Because what you have, the world needs, and they're waiting on you. This is the key, your girl, Miss Queenly and Confident. Hope that you are discovering the royalty that lives within you, not just today, but every day to live your best life. Be sure to visit us at queenlyandconfident.com.